Hey everybody, and welcome back. So I want to thank everyone for the sales for this weekend from the sticker release. They are all still available in the shop for all of the February budget kits as well as February weekly kits. So if you still want to get any of those, they are in the shop. But in today's video, we are going to be checking in for the second week of January. Okay, so first up we have our Budget Moms Filofax wallet here. We have all of our cash envelopes, and we're going to slide out all of our cash envelopes, and there are those. And we also have our Erin Condren monthly planner that I love using for my budget spread and things like that. So we're going to flip it open to our January monthly spread here. This is where we'll track all of our expenses, bills getting paid, and days that we did not spend any money on. So we will be checking in from Saturday the 7th until Friday the 13th. So first up we're going to look at is groceries. I am going to pull out my expense stickers from my Etsy shop. Alright, so for groceries we are using gray. Alright, so 7th. So we've had two transactions in our groceries for this week. So we went to Aldi's, we picked up like some shelf staples like condiments, and picked up bread and a few small things, like it wasn't a lot, and it came up to $40. Alright, and then we had $7.01 in our envelope, so I went ahead and pulled those out and set those into savings. That way we are saving just a little bit there. So we did that both on the 9th. Alright, so Aldi's in their savings was the 9th. Alright, and those are the only two transactions we had for this week. So we are looking really good. Let's see. You know what? We have 2 5s. We're going to pull those out and put those in savings while we're sitting here. So it is the 13th. Saving, we're going to minus the $10. $2.80. Just because I want to say last week we had an average about $110 to spend per week. So with us only spending $40 and then pulling out $7 for savings, we definitely did not hit nowhere near that. So I think we're going to be good if we pull out that 10 for the 5s. So we're going to add that one. $10. So try to do some extra saving this year, and we are just going to stick this anytime I pull out savings. We're going to stick it in this, I want to say it had like pickled sausage or something in it that my husband ate, and we're just reusing the container, and I'm going to put all of the 5s, the 1s, change, all of that in there, and then at the end, either like November maybe or December, we'll pull it out and see what's in there and see what we have we can put towards like anything. So there's that. All right, so we both filled up our gas. Gas is purple. So James filled up on the 8th for $42. And then he took my car Monday and filled up, and that was $28. His tank was a lot lower than mine was. Okay, so his was on Sunday. Here we go. Alright, so those are the 2 gas transactions. Okay, flipping on over. Alright, so I told y'all on Tuesday I had a bunch of appointments, and after I got done with my second appointment, I asked James if he wanted to grab lunch. So I treated us to lunch at Joy of Tokyo, and it was $36 for just the 2 of us. So we don't do this often. Like, it's very rare that we go out and enjoy a lunch or something together. So definitely didn't mind it, but it's not going to be like an every week, every month kind of occurrence. It's going to be once in a while kind of thing, more so, because that is crazy how high it is. Like, I would have rather came home and we sat down and watched a movie and enjoyed a meal together for lunch that way, but it was last spur of the minute kind of thing. All right, and that was the only thing from personal spending. And then we did go by Walmart. So after we left lunch, we went by Petco and walked around there, looked at all the animals, and then went to Walmart trying to find bookcases. I seen a DIY type thing to make a closet with a hanging and different storage things. Couldn't find that, but I did find a bathroom rack because we don't have anything to like store like the kids' toothbrush on. It's been on the washing machine or the dryer. We move them from place to place. So I finally got something to put in there. So that was $18 at Walmart. So, and it's working out very good. So that's always fun. So that was on the 10th as well. Okay. So there's both of those, or that one. So those are all of our transactions. Now let's put in our bills that have came out. So we've had a lot of bills come out. All right, so let's see, rent has already been taken care of. Car insurance hasn't. Car payment has. We actually did that today. So we put $253 to the Highlander and $207 towards the Camaro for there. That one hasn't come out yet. It'll come out next week. We paid water today. Water came out to $84.62. Power was paid this week. Power was $190.99. Internet cleared at $66. Pest control cleared. It's $33. And we haven't been paying on student loans. Okay. So all of those have been taken care of. So car payment and water was paid today. They were finally able to be, well, water was finally able to be paid, and we pay every 2 weeks on the cars. All right. So there's those two. And then power, internet, and pest control were all paid on the 8th. All right, slide these down. Okay. So there are our bills that we're taking care of. So the only thing we have left will be car insurance and our last car payments. Everything else has been taken care of so far, so that is good. Now we are going to lay down our no spends. It looks like we have another 3 days this week that we didn't spend any money or pay any bills. So Saturday, I worked at the tax office, and as soon as I came straight home, I didn't go anywhere else. So that was nice. Wednesday, worked at the nutrition club. Didn't go anywhere besides school pickup. And then Thursday, what Thursday? What did we do Thursday? Yeah, I didn't do much on Thursday either. Oh, I was trying to get all of Etsy stickers listed and ready to go for the weekend sale. So, but that is all of our transactions for this week. So I don't think we're looking too bad. But let's go ahead and flip on over and see exactly how well we did or didn't do for the week. So we're going to flip over here, we do need to write down that we took out $10 for groceries in our transaction log here. Was that the only one? Because yeah, the 10th. So 113, $10 groceries, and we're saving it. Okay. So there's that. All right, for this sheet here, we're going to write down our dates that we are checking in for. So the 7th to the 13th. We're going to start with groceries. So we have 3 transactions. We're just going to add this up so we can know. So we have 40, 7, and 10. So $57 is how much we spent. Last week we had 337 minus the 57. So 280 is what we should have remaining for this week. All right. So we have 1, 2, 50, 60, 70, 80. So that is perfect, right spot on, which is good. So if we split this in half for the last 2 weeks, we still have about 140 each week that we could technically spend and be manageable for the rest of the month. Now next up we have gas. So we had the 2 transactions, one for 42 and one for 28. We are at $70 for this week. Last week we still had 381 minus 70. So we have about 311 in our gas budget with 2 weeks remaining, so about $155. I don't see us using $150 each week, so that'll be fine. I know I am getting less than half a tank now, so I will fill up this weekend, and most likely James will as well. So they'll be our fill ups for the week, and usually our gas lasts us about 6 to 7 days, just depending if we try to go out and DoorDash or do a little extra driving or anything like that. So just varies. All right, and then next up we have a personal spending of $36. Last week we had 64, so minus the 36. So we should have $28 remaining in my personal spending. So the only reason I haven't taken out all of these ones is because I do have my hair appointment on Tuesday this coming week, and I want to make sure if I need to have some smaller bills, I definitely have some. So that is why there's so many. If I don't need them, I'll probably pull them out and set them off into my save them into my sinking fund. That way I don't spend it because it won't be here to spend. So let's see, we have 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So 28, that is perfect. Okay. All right. Lastly, we have miscellaneous for $18 here. So we usually start each month with 50. So minus 18 is 32. Now miscellaneous is one that we hardly ever use. It's got to be like one of them last few things that we use. So, but we needed a new, comes on a stand in the bathroom near the sink, because I do need to order Alexa's a new like clothes hanging rack because hers has just broken. Probably will pull it from here. I've been looking for one to see what will work best for her clothes and stuff. So we have 20, 30, 1, 2. So 32, and that I think I can find one that's about that or less than that. So hopefully I can, and we'll see how that goes. So there are them. Next up, we have unbudgeted. We didn't spend anything unbudgeted, which is great. So we don't have anything unbudgeted for the week. All right, so now that we have our weekly check-in done, overall we are looking really good. Watch my spending just so that way in case I need that 28 for my hair appointment. Hoping I don't, but you never know. Miscellaneous will probably use up by the new hanging rack, which will be perfect because we have it there for miscellaneous and I wasn't expecting to buy that right now. So we have that. Now flipping on over, we have a couple transactions from this past week. So when we went into PetSmart, we did find a little clearance bin right when you walk in, and they had a dog collars, and we picked up one. It was only $10. It was originally like $32. So we picked that up to try on Bear. It has worked well. And then I had went into Five Below looking for kind of hair bow organizer thing for Alexis because she's just got a whole bunch of bows. Didn't find anything, but I did find some wrapping paper and Christmas boxes on clearance, and I paid $10 for all of that at Five Below, so it wasn't too bad for that. And I took it from Christmas to fund that. And then we went by Dairy Queen, and this is definitely not something we do often at all, ever. Something I will probably not do again. So I asked the kids if they wanted some ice cream because it's not something normally we stop and get or even like usually have in the house unless it's a birthday party or something. So it's like a fun treat. I asked them if they wanted some. For 5 small ice creams, $20. $20 for 5 small ice creams. I was like, yep, not doing that again. So we're gonna, next time we decide to do it, we'll just go by the store and grab ice cream and like the toppings and stuff and probably still spend that much and have a lot more to go a lot further. So I wasn't too happy with how much that was, but I know prices have gone crazy and it's high and that's just life. But we won't be going back and it's fine. We'll just do it at home and have all the toppings that we could ever want. So, but yeah, that was our experience with that. But other than that, like, no other transactions from sinking funds this week. Yeah, so nothing else came out of sinking funds. I just had to think about it, make sure in my head. So that is what this week is looking like. So we had 3 days that were no spends. So in total now we are up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're up to 6 days for the first 13 of no spends, which I think is great. But we have all of our bills except car insurance has cleared and our last car payment. So I'm really happy about that. We're looking good on our grocery budget. This past week, normally we shop the sales, but this past week I didn't see too many things that we would need in our house to go pick up any of those things. So I'm waiting to see what next week's sale is and see if there's anything on next week's sale. And then this here we're going to put into the jar. That way we don't touch it, into savings. But I really hope that y'all enjoyed this weekly check-in. Let me know how your first half of the month is going. We are halfway through the month. In the comments down below, and I can't wait to hear from you. I love reading them all, but I can't wait to catch y'all in my next video, and I will see y'all then. Bye bye now.